Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Jet. Welcome back to episode of Inside the Lines. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we jump into it, of course, if you haven't already, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Trying to keep up with content here during this off season, but we got some news regarding NASCAR and their controversial practice and qualifying procedure. It's been one of the things that a lot of NASCAR fans haven't been happy about, wanting more practice, just more racetrack activities from the teams during a NASCAR race weekend, and we got a little bit of that. NASCAR met us halfway. They just announced their 2025 practice and qualifying procedure across the Cup, Xfinity, and the Truck Series for next year, and this is what it follows. 20 minutes practice sessions for each group has been extended to 25 minutes for each group. Now, it is a bit different in terms of where we're racing at. Let's take a look at the standard practice and qualifying. So this is like racing at the 1.5 miles and the 1 mile racetracks. See, the regular intermediate type of racetracks. 25-minute practice for each group, and qualifying will be 1 lap, 1 round. That's still the same. Short track practice, same thing, 25 minutes for each round. Qualifying will be 2 laps and 1 round of qualifying. Super Speedway remains the same. Qualifying will be 1 lap, 2 rounds. Top 10 in the first round advances to the final round. Still no practice. And road course practice and qualifying, 25-minute practice for each group, and then a 20-minute qualifying for each group. Again, also 1 round. Now, the big thing that has been announced is that the Daytona 500 will have 1 extra 50-minute practice session previous to qualifying. That's been a thing that a lot of fans and drivers have been complaining about, is that the first time we see the cars hit the racetrack for the Daytona 500 is during qualifying. That's an issue because we have seen multiple drivers in the past that show up to qualifying and there's something wrong. I think Chandler Smith last year had an issue when he was driving for Colleague Racing, and he had to basically start off with a new car because of the fact that they really couldn't test out what was wrong with their car until the duels. So this is a much needed change, a welcome change. This is something that everybody is happy about, that there is more practice, especially when it's our biggest race of the year. You want to get as much on-track activity as possible to create as many storylines as you possibly can. So very happy of the extended practice session. There will also be an extended 50-minute practice session outside of the 500, also for the Clash, Circuit of the Americas, the All-Star Race. Mexico will be racing there for the first time this year. Indianapolis and Phoenix for the championship race. That's been the case for previous years, so that doesn't change. Remains the same, the Xfinity Series, the Truck Series, everything else remains the same except for in the Truck Series, road courses get a 50-minute practice session. All cars on the racetrack, specifically when they go to Lime Rock Park for the first time, they will have, like I said, an extended 50-minute practice session. So really, you could basically sum it all down to all the big major races and that are also new. So basically, that's how you can come up with which tracks get extended practice sessions. So my thoughts on this one, it is a welcome change. I do like the fact that we're getting more practice. Wish though it was at least an hour. I still wish Friday, 1 hour practice session. If we're just talking about for the Cup Series schedule, Friday, a 1 hour session, Saturday qualifying, and then you race on Sunday. But 25 minutes, okay. Would like a little bit more practice, but I guess it is nice that NASCAR is going in the right direction. Their media's in the right direction. So I'm satisfied with that. Wish it was more, but we'll take what we can get. But the thing that I really, really love about with the new updated rule is that no longer will we have this qualifying format where it was round 1, round 2, the front row decides for qualifying, and then on the left side is round 1, the right side is round 2. It was confusing, it was stupid and unnecessary. Now it's just simple. Qualifying, you start where you qualify, okay? Speed, whatever, that's how it is, okay? If you're 14th fastest, you qualify 14th, not like 7th or 3rd on the inside lane. It's just, it was way too complicated, and now it's simple, back to regular qualifying speeds. Doesn't matter what group you're in, whatever. Qualifying speeds determine where you start. And that part I am super thrilled about, okay? I know Denny Hamlin said that that was the most fair form of qualifying, last year's format, but it was so confusing. And again, it's qualifying, all right? Let's try and make qualifying at least easy to follow. So I'm super glad that NASCAR is reverting back to the original way of qualifying and not that revised BS format that we had last year. And finally, the Rolex 24 at Daytona, the first real big race for racing 2025 coming up in January, late January next month. And we have our first big entry, Trackhouse. Now, Trackhouse Racing, they have been at the forefront of pushing change not only in NASCAR, but also in racing as a whole. We know about their program in MotoGP, and now they're getting to the world of sports car racing as they announced that they have teamed up with Corvette to enter into the Rolex 24 at Daytona next month. They will partner with TF Sport, and what a lineup. I mean, this is probably the most dangerous lineup you could ever have. You have Shane Van Gisbergen. I mean, we already know how skilled and talented he is on supercars and just an overall fantastic racing driver. Then you got the young gun of Connor Zilisch, the man at 18 years old, still doing better than what 99% of us are doing in our lifetime. And we're like 8 years older than him, and we haven't done what he's been doing on the racetrack so far. On top of that, you got Scott McLaughlin. I mean, we already know how skilled of a talent he is. Multiple time IndyCar race winner, multiple time champion in the supercars division, all around skilled racing driver. And then you got Ben Keating, just a little cherry on top. If you don't know who he is amazing. His record is in the world of sports car racing. He is a 2021 IMSA LMP2 champion, a Sebring 1000 winner, 24 hours of Le Mans winner, 12 hours of Sebring winner, did it in 2 different occasions, and a 2015 Rolex 24 at Daytona. The others I just mentioned, Le Mans, Sebring, and all that stuff, he did that in the last couple of years. So all of his success, even still at his age, at 53 years old, still all recent, he can get the job done. So when you take a look at this lineup, just as a whole, just from straight up talent, skill, and achievements, this is one of the best, a dangerous killer lineup. And it's going to make watching the Rolex 24 just that much more impressive. I mean, I'm so excited to see specifically what Connor Zilisch can do racing the Rolex 24. He's already won the Rolex 24 in the past. What Shane Van Gisbergen can do and Scott McLaughlin, you know, they were racing rivals over there in the supercars division years ago. So it's nice to see them back together competing as teammates this time. But yeah, I'm so excited for the Rolex 24 at Daytona. The past couple seasons I've been more invested into the sports car racing, specifically with the 24 hours of Daytona. It is an awesome race, an amazing race, and I cannot wait to see what they can do. And finally, Ty Majeski. Now, he is the 2024 Cup Series champion, but he missed champ for Media Productions Day because he went out on to vote in the election of the 2024 election, because Production Day was on a Tuesday. Majeski wanted to vote on election day on Tuesday, and since he missed it, he got fined. That appeal has been denied by NASCAR, and I'm on their side because NASCAR, this was planned out before. This was noted before that, hey, Media Production Day is on Tuesday. This has been a thing that everyone knew. Now, you could make the argument, well, why would you have it on election day? That's life. I mean, there have been plenty of things where people still have to work, or there's still obligations people have to do during election day. Still, I mean, Ty Majeski could have voted earlier. He could have early voted like what I did. He could have done that, but chose not to. Had he mentioned, because according to NASCAR, they did not know. Had he mentioned that, hey, I'm going to do this. Is there a way we can maybe do a bit earlier, whatever? If he had worked with NASCAR, he would have been fine. But the fact that he did not notify NASCAR about him not attending championship for Media Productions Day, sorry. I mean, I know people want to get mad at NASCAR. They want to throw them under the bus for everything, but this is not something you can be mad at them for. They had a timeline. They said it would be November 4th, months ago. He chose to miss it. Fair, you know, more power to him. If you wanted to vote, go vote. You know, more power to him to do that. But not communicate with NASCAR about what you're going to do during Media Productions Day is unfortunately Majeski's fault. So the appeal being denied, I'm not surprised. And that's it for this episode. It's a short episode, not much to talk about in the world of racing nowadays, with Formula One, IndyCar, and NASCAR all done, wrapped up, tied up in the bow, stored under the Christmas tree, end of 2024. Not much to talk about, but yeah, we'll keep up with the content. Still, I have a lot of videos I want to plan, a lot of shorts I want to plan during the off season these next couple months, but man, I realize how much of an addict I am because I miss racing. I miss just something, anything. I don't know. Just give me something, man. No, man, I just want to fast forward into January for the Rolex 24 because let's be honest, my Dolphins are giving me clinical depression at this point and I'm sick and tired of watching them. I need something else. So please, racing, Rolex 24, hurry up. I beg of you. But Until then, my name is Jett from MDK. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see y'all next time.
You can't tell me now about time. Do you know how many lines I done put down, vibes I done sent out? But we in here to dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target. Soon I'll be crossing that bridge, but can't bring everybody with me. Family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road. It's all I know. I see them sticking close to play the